It's time to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Today I'm going to show you what happens when you embrace discomfort and how it can actually be a secret to your growth and success. Okay, discomfort is not something for us to avoid. I know that's something that we've learned all our life. You're like, we're not going to avoid discomfort, but sometimes it can actually mean that you're on the brink of growth. So we're going to talk about some actionable steps that turn uncomfortable moments into powerful opportunities for transformation. So let's talk about why stepping outside of your comfort zone might be the greatest decision you ever make. Okay, let's be real though. Discomfort is hard. Like, nobody likes to be uncomfortable. It shows up when you're about to start something new, when you're about to speak, just daily life. Most of us let it hold us back, trapped in the cycle of fear and missed opportunities. Let's talk about some traps. Number one is the comfort zone trap. Staying safe feels secure, but it also limits your potential. If you do the same thing every single day, day in, day out, you're going to be used to that routine. So if you break that monotony at some point, you're going to be like, this is very different. And sometimes that very different doesn't feel very good, but you still want to change it. So branch out and try something new. Even if it takes you trying one new thing a month, then that will get you out of the monotony that you're used to. Number two is fear of failure. That voice inside of you telling you, what if I fail, often prevents us from trying. You'll never know what is going to happen if you don't try. And here's the thing, you don't necessarily have to fail, but say you did fail. By the time that you get done thinking about it, you could have failed and tried again and gotten it right. So do not be afraid of failure, because failure is just practice. It's just practice for the real thing. Now, number three, missed growth. Avoiding discomfort can sometimes means missing out on the lessons that only challenges can teach you, which keeps you stuck. It can prevent you from tapping into resilience and the creativity that you're capable of. And why is that? Because when we're afraid of failure or when we're afraid of success, really the middle, what's in between the lines, is that you're afraid of growth. If you're afraid of success, it's because you don't visualize yourself in a successful place. If you only see yourself failing, you probably either one, haven't tried enough, because surely you haven't failed after everything you've done, or you're just a little scared, and that's okay, but you gotta get it out of you, because you can do it. So, what actually happens when you embrace discomfort? Here are 3 actionable steps to turn fear into fuel. Number 1 is building resilience. You can start small. Just choose something small that causes you some type of discomfort, like starting a conversation with a stranger or trying a new workout, and actually commit to it. Commit. Stay on that thing. I low-key was afraid to go to the gym because I didn't know how to use the machines, but then when I got in there, you know what I mean? Reflect on it. Notice how each experience strengthens you, building mental and emotional resilience over time. I was just reflecting on that then. I definitely built some physical resilience over time too. So don't be afraid about the things around you. Number 3, unlock creativity. Challenging your routine. When discomfort hits, it pushes you to think differently. And you can innovate. Use these different moments to brainstorm creative solutions and have some fresh ideas, because then you can turn anxiety into innovation. Anxiety is fear of the future. We don't have control of the future, really, so there's no need to worry about it. Number 4, expand your comfort zone. Take incremental steps, so every time you face some type of discomfort, your comfort zone gets bigger. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge each victory from those other things that you planned, no matter how small, as proof that you can handle more than you ever thought was possible. Because y'all, I hated going to Costco. I absolutely hated going to Costco because there were too many people in there. Now, as strange as that might sound, that was my plight. Yeah, I know. That might be a little weird. It might be. But here's the thing. In my mind, I go to Costco. I love the snacks. The snacks are all out. That's what I'm there for. You know what I mean? But then there's so many other people. And that was making me feel like, especially when I was younger, whenever you're a teenager, you think everybody's looking at you. They're really not. But I had that idea, like, everybody's looking at me. I don't want to be here. I just don't like going to Costco because there's too many people there. But I decided, I'm going to go in there with my mom one day, and I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to go in there, and I try to talk to 2 to 3 people in there and actually have a real conversation with them. Not like somebody's pushing their cart and I'm like, hey, what do you think about the state of our economy? Nothing like that, but I'm just like, hey, like, how are you? You know, something like that. Instead of being like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Try something new. Try something new. Now, let's put this all together. Okay. I'm going to make a little discomfort challenge, and I'm going to do it myself too. So, step 1 is identify one task or one situation that you've been avoiding because it makes you uncomfortable. Something safe, of course. Something safe. So maybe it's, I don't know, showing up to some networking event, or showing up to the gym, or I don't know, something, whatever came to your mind first, that's what you work on. Okay, step 2, break it down into small, manageable steps. Step 3, commit to taking the first step today. I always say today, even if it's just a little tiny whiny action. And then step 4, reflect on the experience after. So write down what you learned, how you either felt empowered or you might not feel empowered immediately, and that's all right. You can write that down. But what doing it over a period of time does is introduce you, because some days are going to be easier than others and some days are going to be, kind of dookie, and that's all right. So participating in this particular challenge is going to force you to face discomfort head on, gradually, by turning anxiety into action. So then over time, you'll notice that uncomfortable becomes less of a daunting task and more of a stepping stone. So remember that discomfort isn't a barrier, it's a catalyst for growth. So each time that you choose to face the unfamiliar, you unlock different levels of creativity. Think of it like a video game. Like, if I do this amount of uncomfortable things for myself, then maybe I can get this much further. Obviously, like I said, to a safe amount. I always say this is not a safety class, this is an encouragement to group. I pinky promise you, here's my little pinky, here you go, that your future self is going to thank you for all the times that you step outside of your comfort zone toward your goal. Your turn. What is one uncomfortable step that you're willing to take today? Share your commitments in the comments below for that accountability. And if you're ready to transform discomfort into your superpower, hit the subscribe button and ring that bell for more actionable insights. Let's embrace discomfort and grow stronger together. And if nobody's told you, I believe in you.